Oh, hello, this is McCook's Mr. Bill. I'm down here at Sainter's Bakery cutting out donuts, I am, for tomorrow so that they'll have a lot of product to sell. Been doing it for 22 years. One of my 3 to 4 part-time jobs that I try to hold down, try to do a 60 to 70 hour week so the government, local, or darn sure government, can build castles. I said they build castles, need lobster. So they need a lot of people working on the bottom of the pay scale. Because castles mean there's got to be a lot of serfs or slaves to keep that castle going. Now I'm one of those slaves, I guess. Be that as it may, you're here for a story though, aren't you? Okay. When I was a kid, back in the mid-1960s, teenager, and I was getting kind of concerned. Vietnam was heating up real good, I'm here to tell you. And so every night I'd lay in bed and I had a little transistor radio. And I'd listen to a radio station out of Oklahoma. It was called KMOA. It had the tunes of the day, but every 30 minutes it'd have news on it. And that news would be talking about that the war over there. And it'd be talking about some of the rioting that was going on because of that war. I said some rioting. And that was the first time I was laying in bed one night. And that was the first time I ever heard the word pig. And you could hear in the background of the news reporter giving his newscast people yelling the word pig. And they were calling cops pig. And it was shocking to me because, again, if you've ever seen any of my videos, the best cop in Nebraska or the best game warden in Nebraska back then, that's what I thought ours were. They were good people. Do anything they could to not have to ever arrest anybody. In fact, they hated paperwork, so they'd more often than not just let you go. I'm here to tell you. But with that in mind, they used the word pig to describe the law enforcement. Well, since then, and especially since I've been Mr. Bill out here in McCook for 30 years, I can tell you right now that I've heard a lot of naughty words about cops and a lot of sad and bad stories about cops and game wardens. I kid you not. But all of the naughty words that I've heard the public say to and about the cops and game wardens in this area. You know who says the worst things about the cops and the game wardens? That's right, law enforcement themselves. Shocking it may well be. I've been at a number of parties and what have you, helping cater now and then. And I have off to the side heard cops, if it was a city cop, they would bash the devil out of the county law enforcement and the state patrol, DEA, anybody else. They'd bash them all. Only the city cops were the best and the only good cops around. Then if you hear the law enforcement, county law enforcement, well, they're the only ones that knows what's going on, and they're the ones that are only ones doing the job. Everybody else is a bunch of Keystone cops. And if you listen to the state patrol, they think the county and the city cops are worthless. And I had one county or state patrolman say that they want to take over the city of McCook. And of course, it goes on, the list of things I've heard over my lifetime. But the cops themselves are bashing law enforcement more than the private citizens. What tells you that our country's in trouble? That is a pretty good indication as far as I'm concerned.